As we all know, nothing in life is constant except change. And in today's rapidly evolving world, the finance industry is undergoing a seismic shift. Technology has disrupted the way we work, live, and interact. And the finance sector is no exception. But while disruption can be daunting, it also presents an exciting opportunity for those who are willing to adapt and innovate. In this session, we will explore the future of finance and discuss how the industry is responding to these changes. First, let me paint a picture of the current landscape. The pandemic has accelerated a decade's worth of technological advancements in just a few months. Consumers are increasingly turning to digital channels for their financial needs, and businesses are responding by investing in technology to meet this demand. We've seen a surge in the popularity of mobile banking apps, online payment platforms, and digital lending services. This trend is only going to grow in the coming years. But it's not just technology that is driving change in the finance industry. There are other factors at play as well. For example, we are seeing a rise in the number of millennials and Gen Zers who are entering the workforce and becoming financially independent. These generations have different spending habits and financial priorities compared to previous generations. They are more comfortable with technology and are more likely to use digital channels for their financial needs. Another factor to consider is the growing importance of sustainability. Investors and consumers alike are increasingly looking for ways to align their financial decisions with their values. This is driving the finance industry to develop new products and services that cater to the growing demand for sustainable finance. So what does this all mean for the future of finance? To answer this question, we need to look at three key areas: technology, talent, and trends. Let's start with technology. As I mentioned earlier, technology is one of the biggest drivers of change in the finance industry. And we are still in the early stages of this transformation. We are seeing a lot of investment in artificial intelligence, or AI, machine learning, data analytics, and cybersecurity. AI and machine learning are transforming the way financial institutions operate by automating tasks, improving efficiency, and providing personalized customer experiences. Data analytics is helping businesses make better decisions by providing insights into customer behavior and market trends. And cybersecurity is becoming increasingly important as businesses look to protect themselves against cyber threats. The finance industry is also becoming more open through the use of application programming interfaces, or APIs. APIs allow businesses to share data and services with each other in a secure and standardized way. This is opening up the finance industry to new players and allowing businesses to offer more innovative products and services. For example, fintech companies are using APIs to develop new digital banking services that cater to the needs of millennials and Gen Zers. Now let's talk about talent. The finance industry needs to attract and retain top talent in order to drive innovation and stay ahead of the competition. This means offering competitive salaries and benefits, but it also means creating a culture of innovation and providing opportunities for professional development. The finance industry also needs to be more diverse and inclusive. Diversity of thought and background leads to better decision-making and innovation. And inclusion creates a sense of belonging and helps employees feel valued and respected. To attract and retain top talent, the finance industry needs to embrace flexible working arrangements, such as remote work and flexible hours. This will help businesses appeal to a wider pool of candidates and create a more inclusive workplace. Finally, let's discuss trends. The finance industry is constantly evolving, and there are several trends that are shaping its future. One of the biggest trends is the move towards sustainable finance. As I mentioned earlier, investors and consumers alike are increasingly looking for ways to align their financial decisions with their values. This is driving the finance industry to develop new products and services that cater to the growing demand for sustainable finance. Another trend is the increasing importance of financial literacy. With the rise of easy-to-use investment platforms and online financial education resources, people are taking more control of their own finances. This trend is empowering investors and consumers to make more informed financial decisions. So what does all this mean for the future of finance? The finance industry is on the cusp of a major transformation. Technology, talent, and trends are all converging to create a perfect storm of change. Businesses that are able to adapt and innovate will thrive in this new environment. So what can we expect to see in the future of finance? We can expect to see more personalized financial products and services driven by AI and machine learning. We will also see more investment in cybersecurity and data analytics, as businesses look to protect themselves. against cyber threats and make better decisions based on data insights. The finance industry will also become more open through the use of APIs, allowing new players to enter the market and offer innovative products and services. In addition, we can expect to see a greater emphasis on sustainability, as investors and consumers look for ways to align their financial decisions with their values. The finance industry will also need to embrace flexible working arrangements, such as remote work and flexible hours to attract and retain top talent. Overall, the future of finance is bright, but it is essential that businesses stay ahead of the curve and embrace change in order to thrive. We cover a wide range of topics, and we always bringing in new speakers from all over the world. Alright, let's take a closer look at what's happening in the world of finance. BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager, has been investing heavily in technology to enhance its investment strategies. For example, they've developed a sophisticated AI-powered investment platform that analyzes vast amounts of data to identify investment opportunities. This has enabled them to develop new investment products that cater to the specific needs of different investors. Another company, Stripe, is a leading provider of online payment services. They've recently launched a new service that allows businesses to accept payments in cryptocurrency. This has opened up a whole new market for Stripe and has made them a more attractive option for businesses that want to accept crypto payments. Goldman Sachs is a global investment bank that has been embracing the trend towards sustainable finance. They've set ambitious targets for reducing their own carbon emissions and have been investing in green technologies. They have also been advising clients on how to make their operations more sustainable, and have been developing new financial products that cater to the growing demand for sustainable finance. These are just a few examples of how companies are adapting and innovating to thrive in the changing finance landscape. The finance industry is constantly evolving, and businesses that are able to adapt and innovate will be the ones that succeed. So what does this mean for you? If you're a finance professional, it means that you need to be constantly learning and upskilling to stay ahead of the curve. It also means that you need to be open to change and willing to embrace new technologies and ways of working. The finance industry is becoming more competitive, and businesses are looking for employees who are adaptable and can quickly learn new skills. So, if you want to stay ahead of the pack, you need to be proactive in your professional development. Invest in your own education, learn new skills, and stay up to date on the latest industry trends. Attend networking events and build relationships with other finance professionals. This will help you stay informed about new developments and job opportunities. Don't be afraid to take risks and step outside of your comfort zone. Trying new things and taking on new challenges will help you grow both personally and professionally. The finance industry is full of opportunities for those who are willing to embrace change and innovate. So if you're ready to take your career to the next level, then it's time to take action. Embrace the changes taking place in the finance industry and position yourself for success. Remember, the future of finance is bright, but it's up to you to make the most of the opportunities that come your way. Thanks for listening, and I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Thank you for joining me for this session on the future of finance. Also, if you haven't already, I encourage you to subscribe to our channel so you never miss out on any of our future sessions.